Hey everyone! Today we're talking about how to create effective new version artworks. The prompt for this assignment is to modify an original advertisement, catalog, map, sign, or menu to subvert its intended meaning. So we want to change the meaning of this original visual object. So this is really more about concept here. So ideas are really important. This isn't so much about what it looks like, it's about what it means. And in this case, what you're going to want to do is flip through a magazine, look at menus, drive around town and look at signs. Think about how can you use text and images to change the original meaning of that item. And really, so looks are though important. This is art. We don't want sloppy art. We don't want things that are just slammed together here. So take the time to make it appear as if this is truly the original thing that you have modified. However, it's going to present a different message. And to that end, make sure that you're using high quality materials to make high quality art. In this case, also, multimedia is going to be important. If you are someone who's familiar with Photoshop and knows how to use it in a way that makes it look clean, then feel free to do that here. I'm totally open for people to use the things that are at their disposal. Most people, though, will probably be reverting back to the good old-fashioned collage, paint, markers, things that are going to allow you to manipulate these images in a more physical way. For collage tips, the collages that are the most boring and the most straightforward are the ones that are simply just cut out squares with no real definition around the most important shapes. So for those people that are intending to use collage, make sure as you're cutting out your collage pieces that you're following the contour lines of the most important shapes in the collage piece and not just simply hacking out a square and pasting it down. And layers are really critical when you're working with collage. So as you're working with your layers, think about what's above, what's below, how things are going to relate to each other, and how they're going to mesh and overlap. Finally, have a focal point. This is going to be probably related to the message or concept that you're going to put into your collage, but that focal point will keep your collage from simply looking like a mess of images and shapes. Let's take a look at some examples. This is one that I put together. I had recently got a Patagonia catalog in the mail, and as I was flipping through it, it dawned on me that most people probably use Patagonia for walking around the city more than climbing an ice cliff. So I modified mine advertisement to look more to give more of an appearance of what this will eventually be used for. So these two pages were the actual catalog layout that I used. So I used both full pages. I modified the bottom of the left one to talk about climbing the corporate ladder, and I changed the ice cliff on the right hand one to more of a building. So I used a variety of medium: Sharpie, I used a gouache, I used rulers, I used glue, I used some of the I actually printed out the Patagonia label off of my computer. So I used a variety of things to put this together. But once I had the idea, it really did fall together pretty well. And that's what I mean about the concept. Once you get that idea, follow that concept through to its end. How can you most effectively communicate your new message? In this case, Raymond DeSoto, he, if you look close, has modified little things on this menu here to demonstrate some of the more subtle aspects of a McDonald's menu. Nia Moore Weathers took a different approach. She looked at night cream and had an idea about how to make this more along the lines of something that a female type Joker might use. Really like the way that the original advertisement shows through in this piece. However, she's clearly made it her own. So this is both a collage and a drawing kind of on top of the original piece. The colors in this piece work really well also. This one while it's kind of creepy, is also really effective too. I just love the fact that somebody looked at this advertisement and got this picture in their head. Kind of twisted. Yeah, I agree. But when we're looking at this one, I'm thinking again about those straight lines. Notice how the heart at the bottom right-hand side pokes out of the the rectangular borders of the piece itself. That really does give it some visual interest. It adds some weight to the bottom of it, gives the whole piece itself a sort of a diagonal composition that increases the sort of suspense and other aspects going on here. This one is one of my favorites that's come out of this class. It's actually deceptively simple. If you're looking at it, there's not too many pieces here. However, it works, right? So this person found an image of Muhammad Ali looking at his hair. They found some corresponding hair products, and bam, put the two together, and suddenly we've got one of the world's greatest boxers advertising hair products. Just awesome. And finally, taking a look at a dollar bill. What does the dollar bill advertise? And this person really put together more of an infographic. So they didn't do so much work with the manipulation of the images. This one relies mainly on text. So that's why I included it, to show the power of text to be able to manipulate what you're doing with your artwork. So these new version artworks, you're modifying something original to subvert the intended original meaning. Text and images are going to be key here. And finally, have fun as you're making it.